Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the Enlightened Path. I am Ayana Nicole, and this is your February 2019 love reading. So, Taurus, I want to apologize because today is the 4th, and everyone else's reading was out, I think, by the 28th or the 29th. But my daughter was feeling a little bit under the weather, well, a lot under the weather this weekend. So it pushed me behind, but I still wanted to get your reading out. I've got your signifier down for this deck. It is the Hierophant, but this deck calls it the High Priest. So I'm going to be building energies from the past, energies from the present, and seeing what's coming in, okay? So this is Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and also if you have Venus with Taurus, these messages may resonate. Guys, I always leave a link to Café Astrology in the description box. If you do not have your chart, get your chart. It's a new year. You need to know what you're comprised of, okay, guys? And so, in the past, what I am looking at is a situation where someone has made a judgment, either you, Taurus, or your partner, to not come together and create. We do have the Magician in reverse, and we have Judgment in the upright, okay? So this definitely feels like, if someone said yes to this, there could be some very manipulating kind of energies as the underlining reason for saying yes. Maybe you're wanting to get back at this person. I still feel like there's no commitment right now between you guys. You get the Ace of Pentacles and it's in the reverse, paired with the Two of Swords. So someone going back and forth, maybe not committing because you need a little bit more clarity, or you're just fighting with yourself. The Two of Swords is always like that combative energy with oneself. One side of you is saying something, is saying yes, and the other side is saying no. So I feel like this is that energy of fighting with oneself. Now, what's coming in, Taurus, as we move into February? First thing that pops over, I am going to take it, is the Knight of Swords. And this is air energy. Some of you could definitely be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The Empress is in reverse. So I feel like it's still not kicking off. You could be receiving some sort of news that comes to you very, very quickly, or you're delivering this message kind of out of the blue. The Empress in reverse is about things not starting, right? Because the Empress is this brand new energy. And when it's here in reverse, it lets me know it's not popping off. So I feel like this is very, very stagnant, probably because of what's happened in the past. So let's see why Judgment is here and the Magician is in the reverse in the past for you. What is this all about? Okay, yeah. So look, no new beginning, no offering. Both come out in reverse. So still, Taurus, I almost feel like the energy is the same, from what it was in January going into February, and even what's coming up in February. I just feel like there's no commitment between you and this person. And one of you is holding up the process, refusing to offer your cup. Someone could also be refusing to accept an apology or extend an apology, and that could be holding things up as well. I want to take a look at the present energy for you guys. This Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles for me is always the grounded commitment energy. And when it's in reverse, it's like somebody is not ready to commit, okay? And that could probably be in their heads, yeah. Or they're just not ready to commit because there's other people around. This Three of Cups. The energy that I'm getting with the Three of Cups right now is, there could be others around, or you could be in the midst of this reunion, but it's still not something that is concrete. You know what I mean? Like, you guys may have given it a second chance, but someone is still not committing here, right? I think there's a lot of anxiety here as well, because we have this Two of Swords, needing to make a decision. What do we have here? There's your energy in reverse. Taurus, I definitely feel like it's you that needs to make a decision. I also feel like you really don't know what to do about this situation. Like, you could be searching yourself for the answers, And that's where that Two of Swords is coming in. Again, you know, some people will just tell you the Two of Swords is just, I need clarity, right? Before I can make a decision. For me, the Two of Swords is that moment before. You know, when you are in the midst of clarity, there's this moment of just pure anxiety. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh my God, I know I need to do something, but I don't know what to do. And I don't want to make the wrong decision. And that's what this feels like. You know what I mean? And because someone doesn't want to make the wrong decision, they're not doing anything. I want to see what's coming in February. We do have this news that comes in very quickly with the Knight of Swords. Again, this could be air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But we have the Empress, and the Empress is in reverse as well. So the Empress is all about that fresh new start. Sometimes it's also birth, fertility, and conception. So for those of you that may be hoping to maybe conceive as we move into February, or maybe hoping that that pregnancy pops up with the positive. If it's resonating, I'm just going to tell you, and some of you may get mad. That's okay. I can delete comments. The Empress in reverse definitely is like a sign that that's not happening. That birth, fertility, and conception are not on the horizon. All right. But that's for a very small percentage of you. All right. Let's get a look into why there isn't a fresh new start, and what is this news that's coming in with this Knight of Swords, if this is not a person for you guys. Look at that. Knight of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords. And this time it's in reverse. So guys, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they could be withholding from you, not spilling the tea, not coming forth and expressing themselves, giving you the true, honest feelings. And that could be holding up this new start. Or you could also be dealing with an air sign that is just, yeah, it's an air sign that is just not being the best version of themselves, okay? Meaning they could be playing mind games, or, you know, telling little half-truths right now, something to confuse you, something to keep up this Two of Swords energy where you're back and forth in your head because you don't know what is what. King of Pentacles is here. And it's here with the Empress, and the Empress is in reverse. So some of you guys could be dealing with an earth sign here, where there's nothing new that's starting. And earth would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You know, Taurus, it could definitely be you. And I'm definitely feeling this for those where this is resonating. I feel like, and cross watchers, please don't get upset with me. I definitely feel like it's you that's holding up the process. But I'm not saying it in a blaming you way. I feel like things have happened in the past in this connection, and that's what's got you where you're like, yo, I don't even know if this is safe to invest in, to commit to, because of something that this person has done. Maybe they owe you an apology, or maybe the cup of love that they offer is not stable, meaning one day it's there and it's on the table, and then come Thursday, it's like, what the hell happened to the love you were offering me on Wednesday? You know, I definitely don't feel like this stalling that's taking place here is unjust. So, Taurus, let us get some advice for you. What is it that you need to know as we move through February? Four of Pentacles, there's that withholding. Ace of Wands. Okay. So I'm going to clarify this, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling here. I feel like if you're withholding, you are keeping yourself from the start of something new. For those of you where you're not expressing yourself, possibly because you're afraid, if I express myself when we're not on the same page, I lose everything. Here's something that you need to consider. Expressing yourself and not being on the same page with this partner, for one, you now get the opportunity to know that you're not on the same page, and therefore you free yourself to start a new beginning here. Okay, I also feel like someone is trying And the party that is wanting to initiate this, I feel like they're very passionate. With the Ace of Wands, they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they could have a very passionate approach. For some of you, this is going to feel lustful, like they got some dirty minds, okay? There's this feeling of someone is chasing and someone is running. All right, Taurus, and I definitely feel like you're the one that's running from an energy that really wants to passionately connect. And I feel like you are just not open to that right now. Because I don't see anything happening in February. I don't see any newness coming in February. And what I'm being told is that it's not happening because someone is not opening up to the possibility of that. Again, I'm not blaming you because I feel like there are reasons that you're not opening up. When judgment comes, it lets me know something happens, okay? And clarifying the advice. What is it that you need to know? Again, there's that fire energy. First of all, stop. Look here. 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. What did I say? I feel like something happened. This person could have broke your heart, and it possibly could definitely, I say possibly, but I mean definitely, involve another party, because I do see the 3 of Cups, and now I'm seeing the 3 of Swords, and I'm seeing the 3 of Swords in reverse with the 9 of Swords in reverse. So look, this is your advice. You need to come out of this energy of worry, anxiety, and regret and fear, okay? For some of you, it really is time for you to move on, especially if you're dealing with a fire or an earth sign. I feel like maybe it's time to move forward here, all right? We are going to do a mid-month check-in to see if the energies change. Because the situation isn't just about you, Taurus. It's about the other person as well. Right now, what we see is this person could not be offering or not be giving you an apology, or it's just something about them where you don't trust them. There's no clarity with the Ace of Swords in reverse, right? I'm so interested to do your check-in to see if you receive some sort of clarity. As of now, what I see coming in is that this is an issue that is at a standstill. And Taurus, I really feel like you're the person that's controlling whether this thing moves forward or whether it doesn't. But for some reason, I feel like you're being very smart about it. So once again, Taurus, I'm not blaming you. And for the cross watcher, I feel like they have a reason, okay? If the situation is different, good luck. Because right now it doesn't look like it's moving at all. So Taurus, if you're interested in getting a reading, check out the website at enlightenedpathtarot.com. Also, if you're needing an emergency reading or a same-day reading, email me directly at pathtarot@gmail.com. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very soon. Earth signs will be the first out in mid-month check-ins. Again, I am so sorry your message is late. Hopefully this brings you some clarity. And for those of you where this message doesn't resonate, check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus for clarifying messages there. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.